Good evening, pro wrestling fans of all shapes and sizes from all over the world. Welcome to another Pro Wrestling Talk video brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the Tube. I'm your host, Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. So, gonna take a little dive into Ring of Honor, ROH, as I give my review of ROH Supercard of Honor 2024. This was another event that I did attend live. This was at the Liacoris Center of Temple University in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. This was April 5th, Friday, April 5th. And I have to say, this was quite a show. Had a pretty decent seat, lower level seat for this show. So, yeah, I have to say, definitely enjoyed it. But let's go ahead and get to the review. Okay, where the heck is my cursor? There we go. We had 12 total matches. 12 total matches. All right. Now, I don't have the graphic for this first match, but started off with the ROH Supercard of Honor 0 Hour, which 4 of the 12 matches took place. But first match, we had ourselves a trios match. Pardon me. We had the premier athletes consisting of Tony Nese, Josh the Goods Woods, and Ariya Daivari taking on the trio of Rhett, Titus, Tony Deppen, and Adam Priest. Of course, Adam Priest, very familiar with, seen him a lot in DPW. Of course, Tony Deppen, Rhett Titus, been on ROH a bunch of times. Of course, the premier athletes were accompanied by Smart Mark Sterling. Match was alright. I mean, I felt like all 6 guys were showcased pretty well. It was about an 8-minute long match. So not a really long one, but not too bad for the opening match. You know, I'm not going to say it was crazy good, but, you know, it wasn't trash. Thought it was pretty decent. Tony Nese ends up getting the victory for his team, for the premier athletes, pinning Tony Deppen after a diving splash fish drop combo from, actually from him and Ariya Daivari. So that was quite a combination there. But yeah, premier athletes pick up the victory. All right, let's move on to our next match, which I actually really enjoyed this match. Check this match out. Next up, we had a singles match. We had the Beast Mortos taking on All Heart Blake Christian. Now, for those that don't know, the Beast Mortos, aka Black Taurus, that's pretty much the same guy. I have to say, this was actually a pretty back and forth match. And a nice clash of styles here, especially with Blake Christian with his high-flying showcase in this match. But yeah, both these guys really went at it for about 8.5 minutes. And yeah, I actually enjoyed it from start to finish. Really enjoyed it from start to finish. But the Beast Mortos was able to pick up the victory. Pretty much hit an awful waffle / Omega driver on Blake Christian, then pinned him for the 1-2-3. But a great showcase match between the both of these guys, and the Beast Mortos picks up the victory. But yeah, not bad at all. Not bad at all. All right. Let's move on to the next match. Another tag team match. This time we had the team of the Spanish Announce Project, which is made up of Angelico and Serpentico. And they took on the team of Griff, Garrison, and Cole Karter. Of course, they have been managed by Maria Kanellis. Of course, shout out to Griff Garrison. He's from, if I remember correctly, Wilmington, North Carolina. So he's a North Carolinian. This match was all right. Also in the 8-minute time limit. I felt like for the gist of these 0-hour matches, they were in that 8-minute range. Well, except for the main event of the 0 hour. But this match was all right. It was good to see Angelico again. I feel like I haven't seen him wrestle in a while, so that was really cool to see. But match was all right. Cole Karter ended up rolling up Serpentico for the 1-2-3 to get the pin for his team. Can't say that I really had any complaints, but just, a decent match across the board for this one. So I can't really hate on it. I can't really hype it up, but it was a pretty decent match. And then the final match of the 0 hour came down to this. Stardom even gets showcased in the 0 hour, in the pre-show, as we have a very anticipated one-on-one showdown between Mariah May and Stardom's Peach Star, Momo Kohgo, who I did finally get a chance to meet, which I thought it was really cool meeting her. But anyway, I liked the match. My only issue was it was too short. It was just a little over 6 minutes long. I really would have liked to have seen this match also in the 8 minutes or longer. So that was my only issue, was that the match was too short. But I did like seeing Momo Kohgo come out. This was her ROH debut, by the way. This was her ROH debut. And, she worked some of her high-flying skills and, got off to a great start against Mariah May. But, let's keep it real. We all knew Mariah May was going to win this match. But, they still got to keep her momentum going on ROH as well as AEW. But, great effort from Momo Kohgo. But, Mariah May pins Momo Kohgo after hitting her with that "It's Gonna Be May" knee strike. Pinned her for the 1-2-3. Mariah May, your winner over Momo Kohgo. And I saw that they did a little backstage video for Momo Kohgo. She spoke in Japanese, but it looks like she liked her debut, and who knows? This probably won't be the last time we see Momo Kohgo in an ROH ring. Lately we've been seeing Stardom talent featured in ROH. We just recently had Mina Shirakawa have a match against Anna Jay. And here we are, ROH Supercard of Honor. Momo Kohgo is featured. So, not only that, Timeless Tony Storm on this week's upcoming Collision will have a match against Azumi. One-on-one. So, hey, Azumi makes her AEW debut. So it looks like they're getting off to a start with this partnership with Stardom. So we'll see what happens. Okay, before we dive into the main card of Supercard of Honor, here's a quick word on the sponsor of this video, Game Beauty. Check them out. As you continue to enjoy content here at Blitzball Champ Gaming, be sure you take a moment to check out Game Beauty. Beauty inspired by gaming. Game Beauty brings to you video game related makeup and cosmetic products. You have products such as eyeshadow palettes, elemental pearl highlighters, eyeshadow brushes, liquid eyeliner pens by Akideris, and even non-makeup products like graphic tees. They even have special collaboration makeup kits, such as this Persona 5 Heatwave Brush Single, Metaverse Bundle, and even a Phantom Thieves limited edition makeup collection. Also remember that Game Beauty provides international shipping of $60 or more. And if you use the promo code BlitzballChamp, all in caps, you can get 10% off of your order. So be sure to use that to your advantage. Now, back to your regularly scheduled video. Enjoy, and thank you. Alrighty, let's get ready and get started with this main card for ROH Supercard of Honor. And it got off to quite the banger of a start, as they started off with the ROH World Television Championship match, as the champion, Kyle Fletcher, defended against Big Shotty Lee Johnson. And let me tell you what, they had a big old banger of a match. This match went almost 20 minutes long. Just right under 20 minutes. And I must say, they really got off to an awesome start on the main card with this match. I mean, Lee Johnson, who had been on a win streak lately. He's been like on a 5 or 6 match win streak leading up to this. But let me tell you, Lee Johnson looked really strong in this match. I mean, just kept fighting back, bouncing back against Kyle Fletcher. And let me tell you, he came this close. I mean, kudos to Lee Johnson. He was showcased really well and very much a threat in this match. And I really liked how they did that. He was on a win streak, and he came into this match strong. I like how they did the booking for this. So, an excellent job there. Definitely one of the best matches on the card. But Lee Johnson came up just a little bit short. Just a little bit short, as Kyle Fletcher was able to put him away for the 1-2-3 after hitting him with that turnbuckle brainbuster, which I still think is a very sick and dangerous looking move, but sold it well. And Kyle Fletcher is still your ROH World Television Champion. But a phenomenal match with Lee Johnson. So, like I said, shout out to Lee Johnson. He put up an excellent fight. Alrighty. Next up, we had a very special match. We had a special Stardom showcase match in the form of this trios match. So, we had the team number 1 was Mina Shirakawa, Maika, and Seira taking on team number 2 of Saya Kamitani, Tam Nakano, and Azumi. Now, like I said, I know the teams were kind of shuffled a little bit. I mean, you had EXV of Maika and Mina Shirakawa on one side. add in Seira. You had Queen's Quest on the opposite side of Azumi Saya Kamitani, add in Cosmic Angels Tam Nakano. So, it's kind of a mix there, but I think the main idea was that these ladies of Stardom got showcased. And they got about 15 minutes. They at least got about a 15-minute match. So, I got to give them kudos. Tony Khan, I got to give them kudos. They gave them a decent amount of time. And I felt like all 6 ladies were showcased really well. Maika was kind of showcased a little bit later, like mid to later in the match, which is fine. But, I felt like what was supposed to happen with this match happened. And all 6 of these ladies got showcased. I think that was what the main objective was for this match. And I'm sure we will see much, much more from the Stardom talent. And this was a great start. I mean, you got 6 pretty well-known Stardom talent in this match. So, I know it wasn't like a Mayu Iwatani or anything like that, but they at least had Maika. They at least had Mina Shirakawa, who debuted already for ROH. I mean, Seira, So, at least they're getting off to a pretty decent start with that. Anyway, Mina Shirakawa got the victory for her team, hitting a figure 4 driver on Saya Kamitani, pinning her for the 1-2-3. So, great job showcasing the ladies of Stardom for that match at ROH Supercard of Honor. Very cool. All right, let's move on to our next match. All right, we have the ROH World Tag Team Championships on the line. As the champions of the Undisputed Kingdom of Matt Taven and Mike Bennett took on Charlie Bravo and Shawn Dean of the Infantry. Overall, great match, and I felt like the Infantry really looked good in this match. And the Infantry are, really starting to gain more popularity and getting noticed more in the tag team division. So I really like what they've been doing with the Infantry, and I hope to see more of that. And this was a big opportunity for them, having this title shot on a pay-per-view for ROH. You normally don't see the Infantry on a pay-per-view. So I think that's pretty awesome. Congrats to them for getting this opportunity. Great match overall. Got to see a lot of action on the outside. Got to see a table be used. Only thing I was not a fan of, I hated how the finish was done. Referee was distracted on the outside. Out comes Wardlow, comes into the ring, hits a clothesline on Charlie Bravo, and then Mike Bennett just pins him. All just one clothesline, and then he just pins him. So, kind of a lame finish. Great match, but a lame finish. But, because of that, the Undisputed Kingdom are still your ROH World Tag Team Champions. So, congrats to them. But, like I said, big shout out to the Infantry. Great opportunity, and I think they, did a good job in this match. All right. Let's move on to our next match. Alrighty, this was a big one. This was a really big one. This was the tournament finals to crown the inaugural ROH Women's World Television Champion. The finals came down to Queen Aminata versus Space Jesus, Billie Starkz. Great match between both of these ladies. Definitely went back and forth. I was really enjoying the action. Felt like they definitely both deserved to be in this spot. Match went a little over 17 minutes. They were going at it, back and forth, to the point where Billie Starkz attempted to go for that Swanton bomb. Queen Aminata got the knees up, and then pretty much the way she landed, Billie was holding the back of her head and neck. So, ref checked on her, doctor came in, checked on her. But the interesting thing was, did not see the ref ever throw up the X sign. So I was starting to think, okay, this is probably kayfabe. But they came in, they put the neck brace on Billie Starkz. You know, the referee kept, keeping Queen Aminata back. And then as they were getting ready to hoist her up and take her out of the ring, Queen Aminata held the rope open. And then all of a sudden, Billie Starkz strikes Queen Aminata, locks her into a rear naked choke, and pretty much gets her to tap out / pass out. And just like that, Billie Starkz secures the victory and is your inaugural ROH Women's World Television Champion. So congratulations to Billie Starkz on becoming the first champion. And yeah, so well, you look at that. The minion and the leader, Athena and Billie Starkz, have championship gold. So that's awesome. That's really awesome. Anyway, let's move on to the next match. Here we go. Okay, so the Bang Bang Gang of Austin Gunn, Colton Gunn, and Switchblade Jay White held an open contract for the ROH World Six-Man Tag Team Championships. Pretty much an open challenge. This is pretty much an open challenge. And what trio accepted the challenge? Well, it ended up being the trio of Monster Sauce, which is Lance Archer and Alex Zane, and the King, Murder Grandpa himself, Minoru Suzuki. That's right, Minoru Suzuki and Monster Sauce team up for this title shot. Now, the match was alright. It just seemed like Minoru Suzuki spent a good bit of time arguing with the ref and trying to get a chair and, undermine the referee. But, he got his moments of offense in, for sure. For sure. The crowd was definitely highly behind. Well, I felt like it was kind of even between the Bang Bang Gang and Monster Sauce, Minoru Suzuki. But overall, decent match. Like I said, I like Monster Sauce. I feel like they're a good pairing. Definitely back and forth until at the last moment there was an open opportunity that Switchblade Jay White just happened to capitalize on. Came in, snuck in a Blade Runner on Alex Zane, pinned him for the 1-2-3. Bang Bang Gang, Bullet Club Gold, still your ROH World Six-Man Tag Team Champions. Then of course afterwards the Acclaim came down and brawled with them for a bit. But like I said, they got that rivalry going on. That's probably going to last for a while. I'm just saying. It's probably going to last for a while. Okay. Next up, let me see. Hold up. 1 second. Alrighty. Okay. Next match. Sorry about the delay. Okay. You had a fight without honor between Dalton Castle and Johnny TV. Of course, this has been quite an ongoing rivalry ever since Dalton Castle lost the boys. Ever since he lost the boys. But yeah. This was a very interesting match. And the funny thing is, even though supposedly Dalton Castle lost the boys, he still had a whole bunch of them to use later on in this match. So, I mean, did he really lose the boys? Nah, I think he really just lost the Tate twins, if you know what I mean. But, fight without honor, which means, no DQ, anything goes, stuff like that. Although I did think it was pretty interesting, seeing Dalton Castle use many different boys to do the dives through the ropes to the outside, the tope suicidas and stuff like that. And one last one showed up, which ended up being Paul Walter Hauser. And it was really interesting. It was really, really interesting, him and Johnny TV. But we also saw thumbtacks get used as well, and it actually ended up being the final spot of the match, as Paul Walter Hauser was able to distract Johnny TV, throw him off his game long enough, shoved him to Dalton Castle, who put him up on his shoulders and then hit a massive, massive bangarang onto the thumbtacks before covering him for the 1-2-3. And Dalton Castle wins the fight without honor over Johnny TV. Thanks to a little bit of assistance from the boys and from Paul Walter Hauser. So, yeah. Pretty entertaining match, though. Pretty entertaining match. Okay. Let's go to our next match. This was a match that I've been very patient for the longest time. Here we go. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. For the ROH Women's World Championship, this is a big, ginormous run back between the champion Athena and Hikaru Shida. These two ladies have history dating all the way back years ago in Shimmer, which, as a matter of fact, last time they faced each other in Shimmer, Shida beat Athena. Long time ago. And that was an incredibly awesome match. And I have been waiting patiently for a long time, hoping that these two ladies would run it back. And it finally happened at ROH Supercard of Honor 2024. And let me tell you, these ladies delivered a massive banger of a match. This match lasted 22 minutes. And I'm so happy that these ladies got time to cook. And I mean, they were fighting back, kicking out of everything. Kicking out of the Eclipse, kicking out of the Tamashi, kicking out of the Katana, Falcon Arrows, you name it. Both of their fighting spirits were on a maximum level. And just these ladies kept going at it. And it definitely over-delivered for me. Over-delivered for me in a huge way. And sure enough, Athena got her revenge and was able to put away Hikaru Shida. It took a second Eclipse to put her away, pinned her for the 1-2-3. And Athena is still your ROH Women's World Champion. So congratulations to Athena. Let's see, she has now been ROH Women's World Champion for 488 days, ladies and gentlemen. And this marks her 20th successful defense of this championship. 20th. I mean, she is on a roll. Ever since defeating Mercedes Martinez back in 2022, and yet she still has this title. Won it back in December, 2022, ROH Final Battle. And she has held the title since December 10th of 2022. And here it is now, April the 11th. She's on a roll. There really is no telling who will dethrone Athena. I mean, Shida was a pretty big challenge for Athena, and she just defeated Shida. So, I don't know, y'all. There's no telling who's going to dethrone Athena. And I'm pretty sure she's going to hit the 500-day mark as ROH Women's World Champion. But she's on a roll. She is definitely on a roll. And then the main event of ROH Supercard of Honor came down to this. The ROH World Championship. As the champion, Eddie Kingston defended against Mark Briscoe. Now, first off, the match was awesome. The match was awesome. There's only one issue that I had. And this was mainly just based on the fact that I was there live for this. But about near the end of the match, the staff started handing out streamers to those on the floor areas and such. And as soon as I saw the staff around the arena start handing out streamers, that's when I knew right then and there, yep, Mark Briscoe's about to win the title. So it was kind of a dead giveaway. I didn't like about that. But like I said, that was only the benefit just from being there live. For those that saw it online, wouldn't have seen that. But the fact that I was there live, I was able to see the staff start handing out streamers. And that's when I was like, yep, Mark Briscoe's about to win this. And sure enough, bloodied up, beaten badly, was able to channel Jay Briscoe, his brother, may he rest in peace, and put away Eddie Kingston with a J Driller, pinned him for the 1-2-3, and pretty much as soon as that 3 count, bam, all the streamers started being thrown. And ladies and gentlemen, finally, for the first time in his career, especially with ROH, Mark Briscoe has won the ROH World Championship. Something he had never been able to do until now. So congratulations to Mark Briscoe. And I hope he has a good run. I really do. I hope he has a good, decent run. But yeah, quite a way to close out ROH Supercard of Honor. His dad came out to celebrate with him, as well as other ROH wrestlers as well that have known him for a long time, that have been part of the product for a long time. You know, your Rhett Tituses, your Jay Lethals, your Christopher Daniels. You know, I thought that was really cool. So yeah, once again, congratulations to Mark Briscoe on becoming the new ROH World Champion. Well earned, well deserved. But yeah, ROH Supercard of Honor, really good show. Really good show. Definitely was very pleased. But yeah, I'm looking forward to see what's in store for ROH going forward. And, you know, I'm glad I got to see the show. But anyway, that'll do it for this review. Don't forget to check out Game Beauty as well. And let me know what y'all thought of Supercard of Honor. What did you think of the matches? Let me know what your favorite matches were. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell while you're at it. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. For another Pro Wrestling Talk, brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the Tube, I'm your host, Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. Hope everybody has a blessed day tomorrow, and I will see y'all in the next video and or live stream. Laters.